Alright guys, just had a little package turn up from China. Let's have a little look. Check it out guys. These were $30 delivered. I know, that's just awesome. I wasn't expecting the quality to be this good. I really can't fault them guys. Let's see if we can have a look at that close up. What I'm hoping is that they're going to fit nice on this thing here. I'm not sure how this beadlock works. I've never really used that before. And I'm hoping I'm going to use these tyres here, the TSL Super Swamper. And what I'm hoping is that I can get this beadlock on here to work with this tyre. The other thing what I like about these, if you look at the standard Traxxas wheels, they've got this massive beadlock on the inside. And if I want to get some of these brass portals that hang down a bit, then I think this part here might get in the way. I'm not sure. But if you look at these wheels, there's a lot more clearance around there. Right, I haven't got a clue how these work, guys. I've never been into crawlers before, guys. This is my first crawler. Alright, so I'll take it that goes in there. Oh, that's looking cool already, isn't it? And then does that... Right, guys, I haven't got a clue what's going on here. I've never done this before. I'm completely new to all this. I'm kind of guessing you put that on there, put this beadlock on there, and then just bolt it all together. I'm guessing. Well, I'm going to turn the camera off, try and figure it out, and then I'll put you back on when I figured it out. Alright, so I figured it out. I've got a couple mounted up on here now, guys. And they're looking pretty damn nice, actually. Check that out. But the only thing is, I think they stick out a lot more. If you look at a standard one, well, these are the Pro Line ones, they're the same width as the standard ones. They sort of come out that far, and then you look at one of these ones, they're like right out. So what I'm kind of thinking, I've got these MIP extended axles on here. What I might do is take them off again and just bring them in a bit, because I think it's just too wide. It sort of hits up there more. When you steer, look, it's sort of hitting up on the bumper. Alright, so they are really fiddly to get on, guys. I've seen on the Facebook groups and stuff, people are struggling, and people are sort of clamping fidget spinners over it to try and get it to go on and stuff. I tried that and couldn't get it to work, so I'm going to show you what I've done to make it work. But I don't actually think that these beads here on the Traxxas tyres, I don't think they're really designed to go on these style of wheels. And it's really tight to get them on. It took me a few attempts to do it, because if you look there, look, that rubber's got a clamp in between there, and there's just no room. What I found works, it's got 4 screws inside here that hold the wheel together. I slackened these out as far as they can go, so they're on the verge of falling off. Like that. And then took this outer beadlock ring off. And I think these are the same whichever way around you put them. I thought they were rotational, but I don't think they are, look. So you've got that going that way and that way. It still goes that way. So I don't think it matters which way around you put them on. If you know a better way to do these, guys, and you've got a video, leave a link down below. Because even though this does work, it is a bit of trial and error. Right, so I found you get that on the inside bead first, like that. And then from this side, because it's difficult because you've got the sponge in here, you don't want the sponge getting clamped in with the bead. So then I was pulling this out a bit just to make sure that that isn't sitting in that bead of that one. And look, as you can see here, look guys, the tyre looks a tiny little bit bigger than what the actual rim is. And then once that inner ring here, it's quite hard to explain, but that inner ring, I was sort of pushing that down and making sure that that is clamping against the bead like this, but without sort of pinching the foam as well, because there's not much room there guys, so really you don't want any foam in there. It's just going to make it even tighter. So then once that's pushed down, then I was getting the foam and pushing it back over this outer rim thing, whatever it's called. It might not work guys, it took me about 3 or 4 attempts on the other wheels. So this is my second from last one now, hopefully it's going to work. Right, and then got the outer beadlock ring. Got a wrench or something so you can sit this part on top. So you can sort of push down on there like that. And now, it's just a case of getting a couple of these screws just to buy it. Like that one. It's really stupidly tight, guys. Hold on, I think there's something trapped in there. This is ridiculously tight. It's tighter than a duck's arse, and that's watertight. To be honest guys, I'm actually surprised that I got it to mount at all. But when you look at it in the packet, it just looks like there's no way that can go. Right, so now that's mounted up, so far, if you look in here, I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but you can see this rubber here, you've got to make sure it goes right down into where the actual bead is. You don't want any of it overlapping, because as you clamp this down, it's all going to start oozing out of there. And this took me a few attempts to get right. It does take a little while just to go around there. Just make sure that there's no rubber anywhere at all that's overlapping. I mean, this can't be the proper way of doing it, guys. It can't be. There's got to be a better way of doing it. Well, that does kind of work. A bit. See, look, that's not sitting here nice. That's the trouble I was getting last time. It's so hard to get the whole lot to go in, just to sit nice. I think I'll have to take that off again and reseat it. That's just... yeah, nah. That's not worked. It's not worked, guys. Well, I'm going to turn the camera off. I'll get it back to this stage again. I'll probably have to try this about 10 times before it works. And once I get this bit, sort of so it sits half decently there, then I'll put the camera back on. Otherwise, it's going to be like an hour video. It's taken me already an hour to get each tyre on so far. Alright, so back to this stage again. I've got these screws, a couple of screws back in here. I think this is actually sitting in there about as good as it's going to sit now. And now, it's just a case of winding these screws in slowly, bit by bit. Because if you wind this in first, it's going to make this side pop out. And if you wind this side in first, well, if you wind this side in first, it's going to make this side pop out. And if you wind this side in first, it will make this side pop out. So you've got to kind of do it bit by bit, keep turning it over, making sure. And it is, well, I don't know, it might take me 20 attempts. It did last time. I think the trick is to do it bit by bit, don't push it too far. I can see a slight bulge here, and what I can see happening is just going to bulge out, and then you've got to start all over again. Don't know. Just do it slowly and see what happens. The trick is just to do it bit by bit. See, look, guys. Nah, hasn't worked. Look, whole thing's got to come apart again. See, look, the beads around here, it's all in nice. And here, look. That bit's popped out. So now the whole thing's got to come apart again. Alright, I'll turn the camera off again. Once I get back to this section again, I'll put you back on. Alright, this is like on attempt like 10 now. I finally got it back to this stage again. There's no bulges now anywhere around here. I think when you see a bit of a bulge, what that can be is a bit of foam stuck in there with the bead. And then you've got to take the whole thing apart again just to try and sort it out. Alright, let's try and tighten this up very, very slowly, bit by bit. And when we got this one done, only one to go. Hopefully, my castle motor's not going to blow these off the rim. That'd be a nuisance every time if these blow off, and then you've got to re-bead them again every time. Alright, so far it's looking promising, guys. Once you've done a few of these, you probably start getting the knack of it, but this is the first time for me. Oh, we're nearly in, actually. Nearly all the way in. I think this is, so far, actually, the best one yet, I think. Oh, I don't want to speak too soon, but I think we've done it. Looking good so far, guys. Alright, I'm going to turn the camera off, guys. Get these last screws in. Then I'll put you back on once these all tightened up. Alright, so I got it all mounted up. It don't fit too bad. I mean, it is bulging a bit here, but at least it's bulging all the way around evenly. And hopefully that's going to stay on there. I mean, it's not leaking any air out of there anywhere. But what I'm hoping is when I plug that castle motor in on 6S and these all expand out, I'm hoping that doesn't just pull it all off the bead. Alright, let's get the last one done and I'll put you back on when it's all mounted on the truck. Alright, so I've got them all mounted up now, guys. It does look awesome. But I think they're just sticking out that little bit too wide. I mean, look, if you look from above, look. I don't know. It's probably going to handle better being a little bit wider like that. But I think it just looks a bit silly. And it is supposed to be a scale crawler. Alright, so put the standard axles back on, guys. These are the ones that were in there. And what they are, they're 4mm wider. Put the standard ones back in now. And they still protrude out more than the standard wheels. I think they're a bit more offset. So I think it's the best of both worlds now. It's a little bit wider. And so a little bit more stable. And at the same time, it doesn't look too silly. Right, in case you're wondering, I got these from AliExpress, £34 delivered. I don't know what that is in dollars. Let's have a look up here somewhere. You can change it, I think. Change it to US dollars. $44 delivered to your door, guys. Also, they come with the actual hub thing as well, which I didn't know. As you can see here, look, I bought these as well, but you don't need them. They come with the wheels included. Which is a nice little added bonus, but it'd be nice if you'd have known, because I actually bought them and I don't even need them. It doesn't sort of show on the picture that they come included, so it's a nice little bonus. As you can see, guys, in here there's plenty of room for these brass portals, which I got on order. So once they come in, guys, I'll do a whole video about putting them on, and also do a little comparison of how stable it is on these axles, on these portals, and how stable it is on the brass ones. Alright, so I hope you liked that video, guys. If you did, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, smash that bell button to stay notified. See you soon.